As you know, WWE was in Paris for Clash of Paris, and Rhea Ripley was attacked by some fans going to her car. The video broke out. It became quite apparent like this is getting out of control. So let's play the footage of what happens to Rhea Ripley. Now remember, she is on her way to Uber, and the fans, I don't know, they found her.
Mami Rhea! Il n'y a pas de sécurité.
And there you have it. As you can see there, she was completely mobbed by those fans. One guy was even leaning up against the door so she couldn't get in. It reminds me of like when you try to close the door and someone wedges their foot in it.
I didn't see them actually holding the door.
See, look at the guy in the black backpack.
He's not holding the door.
leaning
He's
against
just
the door. Now
he's
she
just
can't
doing the
get in.
selfie lean.
But she can't get in the car now.
I mean, okay, yeah, he is blocking the door, but he's not intentionally blocking the door. I don't think he's not like putting his elbow. What are you doing, bitch? This guy, for some reason, bugs me the most. Hold on.
Which one?
This guy right here.
What is he reaching for?
He's taking a selfie.
Oh, I thought the hand was his. And I'm like, what is he reaching? Is this black guy his hand? But he's pushing the other guy out the way.
But yeah, he takes the selfie and just walks away like a little fucking idiot.
Well, he got what he
This
needed.
is weird.
So, yes, this moment happened and sparked Rhea Ripley to put out on her X account. Remember, we are people. Do not swarm me or anyone like a pack of rabid zombies. No one should ever be pushed up against an Uber driver's door and completely mobbed like I just experienced. Use common sense and humanity. No means no. What the fuck?
I thought they were pretty tame. Like they weren't shouting. All they did was just take pictures. Yeah, it was annoying. And why is Rhea Ripley always getting in this position? I mean, all the other women are getting potentially attempted murdered with the stalking shit. But why is she the only one that gets mobbed? Why is she always in this position?
And that brings the question, why is she always in this position? First of all, this guy's doing Uber in a Lexus. What are you doing? I guess he's one of those premium
We're
drivers.
in France.
That too. Well, there's this guy that DoorDashes in a Tesla. So anyway, that's completely sidetracked. Point of the matter is, why does this keep happening to Rhea Ripley? Is it time for maybe the billion-dollar company who brags about highest gate every other week? Is it time for them to maybe get security for these talents to escort them to the car? Or maybe the talent who it comes out that they sign these multi-million-dollar contracts, maybe it's time that they pay for some security to escort them to and from the arena.
Well, if they did that, they couldn't post how much of a victim that they are. Because that seems to be what Rhea likes to do. She likes to play the victim and get the ass pats. Now, am I saying it's okay for people to just wait outside while she's waiting for an Uber and shit? No. But at some point, you got to not put yourself in positions like that. Don't go in an Uber that's across the street on a public fucking street.
Well, that could be on the Uber.
Meet
too.
in a back alley. No, you tell Rhea Ripley. She's always talking about how she's mobbed at airports. Fans won't leave her alone. That you had that one guy that showed up at her house. Yeah, that's creepy shit. I can understand why she's spooked. So why the fuck are you not telling the Uber to meet her behind the hotel or in a back alley? Anything. Why is she putting herself in a position where she's walking across the street in France across all these motherfuckers? And you know she saw them before she even left the building.
Well, it does seem also like it's getting worse and worse.
I get that. The stalking shit's no joke, especially that motherfucker that had the gun and the guy that went after Sonya Deville.
Who just wanted to talk with weapons. And that guy tripped me out when he said, oh, you had like rope and all this shit in your car. Well, I mean, she is an MMA fighter. I need to protect myself. Like you're freaking breaking into your house and you're talking about protecting
Hey, that's
myself.
an honest answer, though.
Yeah. It's just funny. It's like, oh, you're concerned about your safety. You're breaking into her house. Like, don't break into her house and you don't have to worry about the safety.
I don't know. It sucks that they have to do this, but I think at the same time, you need to be a little smarter.
Yeah, she kind of needs to recognize that this is just where WWE is now. especially like you're going to France or Paris here, where there's just starved for wrestling. So you get around your superstars. Of course, you're going to try to get a selfie. Not that I'm excusing this in any way.
No,
And also, like, get a life, all of you. I mean, there's some kids there. That's okay. Like that little kid's dragging his dad.
well, that's on the dad.
I mean, I guess they're all kind of young.
I think if you're at the point where you're
teenage
waiting
type.
outside of somebody's hotel, you need to reevaluate shit. Especially Rhea Ripley. It's not like it's Beyonce.
Yeah, and maybe that's part of her thought process. Like, I'm not Beyonce. I'm not Taylor Swift. I'm not Michael Jackson. Do I really need an escort? But yes, you do.
Clearly,
Fortunately, if you don't want to get attacked by people like that, then yeah, you need an escort. I mean, I saw Aisha Speed, who's just a streamer. Well, he's more than that, but you get the point here. He got mobbed. So
and I've seen the reactions condemning the fans, and they should be condemned. But I don't know. I don't think there's enough culpability on Rhea's side.
yeah, she needs to be a little bit better at protecting herself. She needs to recognize you are the top woman in the company right now. They see you as a celebrity.
And I get that shouldn't have to be going through this, and fans should be more respectful and stuff, but you know that they're not, and you know that you will go through this. So the
Yes.
best thing that you can do is
I
protect yourself.
remember this was a long time ago. The one time I went to a Monday Night Raw and we found out like where the talent were arriving. So we went over there to, see the talent arrive. But there's like this big ass fence where you couldn't get in. All you can do is stand at that fence and yell. Maybe if they come over, they come over, but it wasn't just like open access like this. Now, did she leave the arena and cross the street? I don't know. And there were chain link fence, but at the top, it wasn't barbed wire, but it was something that can get you. Like climb at your own risk. So there's that too. But maybe that's just how they used to be.
I don't know why you would be walking alone by yourself in another country anyway.
Well, we don't know how far that is from the arena. Maybe it's just like 10 feet, 20 feet. She just says, oh, I can just walk it.
I don't know.
But then you have to recognize that this might happen.
If there was like some sort of stalker epidemic with my occupation, I think I would at least walk with a buddy. You don't have to go the security route, but just walk with a buddy.
Yeah. And there's people who are already taking measures. There was a video a few days later where Roxanne Perez, she was walking to her car with a security escort. And then it was a few weeks back that I mentioned Tiffany Stratton was getting escorted by the MFTs and Jacob Fatu. Remember when I pointed out that they're getting a little too chummy?
Yeah.
So she was getting escorted by the talent.
Do you think
So,
if the meet and greet shit wasn't so goddamn expensive that there'd be an issue with this?
well, maybe not to that point, but I'm sure it'll still be an issue.
They give a lot of access, but the access that they give is at a cost. And that's not a cost that everybody can afford. Now, I know you're always going to have the loons. There's nothing you can do about some guy that's going to have rope in his van. That's a different category altogether. But the guy that's going to stand for hours at an end waiting for you to get to your Uber, can that be avoided if the meet and greet shit wasn't so expensive?
Absolutely. But Rhea Ripley should probably think about security.
She's always, complaining about this stuff. If it happens that much and it's that much of an issue for her, get security or work it into your contract to where WWE furnishes security.
Yeah, I don't see how big of a deal. Again, this is a company who posts, every week they're talking about how high of a gate they got, how much money they're making. That's all they seem to brag about is how much money
No, if
they're
they can
making.
do tour buses, they can do security.
Yeah. You don't even need that many. You need just like, what, 2 people?
One big black guy.
That too. One guy. No one's going to take their
You need
chances.
one big fat black guy that never smiles. He's got a cute little name like Cubby.
And those security guard people, they always want you to mess up. Like they're begging for you to mess up so they can rough you up. The few security guards I know, they're always like, oh man, please do something. I want you to do something.
I don't know. It might be harsh, but I just think she needs to do better.
Yeah, I think it's time she takes some measures to actually stop this from happening or prevent it.
Yeah, otherwise it looks like she just likes the attention.
And it could be that. She could like
I
the
think she
attention.
does.
Well, I'm saying if you're going to like the attention, like the attention.
No,
Like,
she likes
then stop.
she likes the attention she gets from being the victim.
Oh,
Look at this swarm of people. And first of all, they were pretty tame. They weren't shouting at her. They didn't have their hands all over her. Yeah, they surrounded her and made it impossible for her to get in their car. And that's not cool. But it wasn't a mob. Like when I saw, I wasn't concerned for her safety. I'm just like, man, that's really fucking annoying.
yeah, I was probably there too. I don't expect anybody to try anything, but
Yeah, they're just calmly walking with her, taking
just-
pictures. It's not like the Beatles where the girls are shouting at them and trying to rip their clothes off and shit.
and they did have security.
They had the police.
And that security, Michael Jackson, he had security and they didn't do shit. I remember they're breaking down the little barriers that the police have. Like, I gotta get to him anyway. I love when he like touched the person and they faint. That's always the best.
I don't know. That to me, that's being mobbed. That was just a bunch of people wanting to take inconvenient pictures.
Yeah. Well, it's just gonna go worse for her. So
She keeps drawing attention to it. She doesn't do anything about it. I don't know.
and that's the moral of the story. You need to take your measures. Maybe protect yourself.
That's what I'm saying. If you have somebody showing up at your house, if you have that crazy of a fan base, why are you walking alone?
And who's to say that stalker person is not in one of these mobs?
And you-
So you have to protect yourself at all
And you
times.
heard her. She was like, "Oh no." She was annoyed. She didn't sound panicked. She's not walking any faster. She's not rushing to her car.
She didn't turn around either.
No, I mean, she clearly just wants to get the fuck out of there.
True.
But she's not telling him like, "Hey, get the fuck away. Can I just go? Leave me alone."
Well, that was the point of the tweet.
She said after the fact.
There was another tweet. She said, like, if you don't start treating me like a human, I'm gonna turn into Rhea Ripley. She's gonna start being rude about it, I guess.